Huge shout out to the sponsors that keep this podcast rolling. First up, we have CTS Media. If your business needs better content, a fresh website, or full service digital marketing, CTS Media has you covered. Photography, videography, social media management, social media creation, Google Ads, Meta Ads, everything your business needs to look legit online, because let's face it, if you're not doing these things, you're falling behind to your competitors in today's world. Check it out at ctsmedia.org, link in description below. Next up, we have Shred It, You're On. They solve the classic problem every rider has. Your action cam blocks your jersey. Their jerseys keep your kit visible on camera and look sick doing it. Grab one at shredityourOn.com. Finally, we have Gutter Getters, your go-to for home maintenance. Whether it's gutter cleaning, roof care, pressure washing, small repairs, deck repairs, they handle it all. Hit the link or give them a call below. All right, what is going on, folks? We are back for another episode of Ridin The Line podcast.
Yes.
Man, we are rounding out the year. Year's coming to a close here. It's going to feel like tomorrow pretty shortly. It's coming fast. 2026 is on the horizon, and Ridin The Line is going to truck through, and we're going to continue this thing on. Again, you have myself, Cason Smith, joined by Ross Monckton, and
However you want to say it, bro.
however you want to say it. We're coming from you to you from the Southeast. Really appreciate everybody listening, and a lot of love on all of the Justin Martin stuff, and everybody loved that podcast, and all of our other podcasts are continuing to grow, which is killer, because that means people are even listening to the old ones, which is dope, and we see the love, guys, so keep it coming. This is a solo episode today. Usually these are wild and have no course of action, but they usually turn out the best for viewership, because we just bitch and moan and ramble and get rowdy. So
And now we have notes.
we do have notes. Well,
We have
Ross
notes.
does. I came with a few mental notes at the very least. But yeah, man, we're stoked, and we're gonna get right into it. Ross, what's on your list? How goes it, man?
Dude, it goes good, dude. Had a good weekend. All kind of has it's been fast paced. It's weird, just like I feel like December. I was talking to a couple people. I'm like, every day feels like a Friday, and it's like you're just gonna knock off and like do nothing tomorrow. But like it's also just it's busy as hell, man. Like, dude, I have been, especially with work, I've been nonstop. Dude, and I just kind of like, as of, because we're recording on Monday, as of like today, I finally feel like I'm like actually caught up and have I don't know, not like hyperventilating to get everything done. So that's awesome. But still staying super busy. Leah and I actually got up. We're gonna talk about some fun stuff. Hey, it's mountain biking. We got up to Carter's Lake for the first time.
You never been there?
I had never been, dude.
Wow.
Kevin Gordon, old KG's been trying to get me up there forever. He told me he went up there. I'm like, man, it's so close to my parents' place, up there in Big Canoe. I was like, we need to just, Leah, we got to go. And so we went over there, and I don't know when the last time you were there was.
It's been a few years for sure.
Okay. Well,
I know they've done some stuff.
They've got a sick kind of single track flow trail loop. It's probably like four-ish miles, somewhere in there. But it's really, really flowy, good single track, like lots of rollers. You can ride it either way. One way is obviously more fun than the other. And it's got some pretty epic views of the lake too. And then there's two kind of downhill trails that are like on the other side of the road. And then there's one, it's like a roller jump trail. They call it it's called Big Boy or Big Dog.
Yeah,
And that one was fun.
Yeah, I think I've rode that. Sounds
Yeah,
fun.
it was pretty sick. There's one kicker toward the bottom, man, where like I had never ridden it, and I just, I love riding trail blind. So I like came off the lip and I was like, oh God. And like overshot it like to the next like upslope. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
But the bike, which we will talk about also momentarily, just it felt bottomless, man. Didn't clack it or anything like that. So I was like, all right, cool. Taking taking care of this thing. But yeah, it was a really really fun set of trails. Leah had an absolute blast riding that. It was very leaf surfy. So it was drifty all over the place. But still really fun. So I got back up there like a week later and actually blew off the downhill trails. And then I got out there with the backpack blower because the first time we were there, I met another dude. Name escapes me right now. I'm gonna pull a quail. Yeah, name totally escapes me. And
Dude,
but
we'll
we
call
we
him dude.
yeah, but we linked up on social media and all that good stuff. So give us a holler and be like, hey, it was me. But he had a blower with him initially, and so he blew off a lot of one trail. But for those that want to go and check out Carter's Lake, both of the downhill trails, ledges, and whatever the other one is, they're blown off and they're running good, which is awesome. So did a little trail stewardship, I think in honor of Ethan Quayle, maybe. He kind of motivated me to do that a little bit. So.
Yeah,
Um,
dude, back in the day, I've actually raced an enduro at
yeah,
Carter's Lake. It used to be the Carter's Lake Enduro, and it was actually, I don't know if it was put on by them, but they were definitely a part of the organization of the Blue Mountain Bike Crew. So, DJ
oh
Carter
yeah,
and
Hennessy and them.
yeah, Josh Hennessy and River Key and the Key family, they all were real heavy into the Carter's Lake stuff. So I was out there a lot. We used to go out there when I was on like a Banshee Rune, and
Nice.
we would just shuttle it, dude. Park one at the top and park one at the bottom, and there we would just pile into a pickup and go out there all day and run laps on that stuff. So brings back some memories hearing you talk about it for sure.
Well, dude, it's like I'd say like the trail length is probably what 3 times what Big Creek is, maybe like somewhere in there. It's
Yeah,
like maybe a
I would
minute to a minute and a half,
it's
probably
not
if
it's
if
not
you're cooking.
too long, but it's
Yeah,
long enough to have a good time.
yeah, and I feel like the downhill and the climb is like maybe like climbing the free ride area in Big Creek like 3 times per. It's about 3 times the length.
Uh,
I think
it's
somewhere in there makes it
it's pretty
reasonable.
steep. Like I
It
definitely
is steep.
for our viewers, like if you're not on an e-bike, you're gonna have a hell of a time. Yeah, so just fair warning before you look it up on Trail Forks, e-bike suggested.
E-bike is the way. I mean, you can probably get like if you're cooking, you can probably get like 5 laps an hour.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. Like doing, and it's amazing for like what I'd call like e-bike park. It is really perfect for that. I was super impressed. Good terrain, good jumps. It's got kickers. It's got some gnar. It's got some techie corners. It's got some steepness. Yeah, it had a little bit of everything. I was having a blast.
Yeah, it's sick. What's that trail? It kind of crosses the double track at the very beginning. Like there's like there's an old wooden start platform, and then it
Yeah.
drops. And is that what you're talking about?
So ledges is kind of more of the blue that was off to the left, and then what that was more of what they call their, I guess, their black trail.
Yeah, that's what I would
I'd
race.
have I'd have to look it up to remember the name. It's like Chutes and Ladders or something like that.
That sounds right.
Um,
Well, that's
yeah,
also Blankets Creek Trail, so maybe.
it's something of that note. But yeah, the start box is not there anymore,
Mm.
but it
It
does
was
cross the
degrading.
trail.
The Starbucks was
Yeah, I'm
degrading the
sure.
last time I've been there, so I can't
um,
imagine.
but yeah, it's in great shape. Go ride it, get rad. Flow Trail was awesome. Big Dog. I want to get over there. Probably like ride it. Well, we're gonna spend Christmas up with my parents, so we'll get over there during the holidays, a little bit of the break, and get up there and blow some stuff off. And we're gonna go ride and all that stuff too. So,
Yep.
excited about it. But on that note, I'm gonna transition into one other thing. One of Santa's elves did a great deed of kindness. One of our listeners and a friend of Cason. I don't want to give away like exactly who this person is because we're going to talk about it later. But a a Christmas elf hit me up on Instagram and was like, "Hey, what size e-bike are you riding? I heard about what happened." And I was like, "Oh, I'm on a medium. Like, what's up? What's the plan?" He's like, "Well, one of my coworkers ordered a bike to have in Atlanta for a little while, and he ended up going with a different bike, and now I just have this Turbo Levo 4 and a medium sitting around that's not doing anything. You want to ride it?" And I was like, "Whoa, incredible." I was like, "You do realize what you're doing, right?" Um, and
He's like, yeah, possibly selling a Turbo Levo.
exactly, right. And so for those that don't know, like I rode a couple Specialized bikes like 6, 7 years ago. Like I rode them, and I was like, I just don't get along with them. And I'm like big box brand. It's the big heavy hitter out there. I don't want to be on a Specialized. But when somebody shows like an incredible amount of kindness and trust in you, hey, I'll hop on the brand. Let's check it out. He came over. He walked me through the bike. And this thing is incredible. It's sitting right over here, um, in a beautiful little army green with the bronze bars. And man, the thing's dialed. I kind of got the cockpit to where I wanted it and everything. I may move the stem up one spacer, just to bring that bar up a little bit. But dude, the thing has been super fun. It sits on the rear wheel quite nice. I see why like Jared and Josh and the guys are really liking the bike. Um, I'm just gonna leave it at that. And one big thank you. We'll get together for dinner and some drinks for that little Christmas elf. So thank you very much. Really, really helping fight the fight the seasonal depression, man. I've been out on it and been having a ton of fun. Um,
Yeah, so I was gonna also in this same
yeah.
talking about that bike. I hated Specialized bikes, and I didn't know why I hated Specialized bikes. And this is no Specialized plug. Everybody knows you have zero affiliation with
We
any.
ain't getting paid.
Yeah, we. I wish we were, but
One day.
but yeah, one day. I used to hate Specialized bikes, man, and the reason being is like we always used to joke at the shop of like we don't like them because they are specialized, and it used to be the of like if you needed to fix it or you needed a spare part, it was kind of like Mercedes Benz. You had to
Mhm.
buy it from them. You had to go to a Mercedes Benz dealer. You had to go to a
Proprietary equipment.
Exactly. And so we always just said specialized is specialized. And if you're okay with that, then that's all you. But otherwise you can't just walk in. It used to be you can't just walk into any bike shop and have your
Get the
problems
part.
solved. Right. So
Yeah.
now it is not that way. I will say I currently own a Specialized. My lady owns a Specialized, and damn near everybody in my corner owns Specialized bikes, and they've been sick, dude. And now seeing you on a Levo is rad. So
Yeah.
how do you like it compared to the Pivot? I mean, of course, the geometry is a little bit more modern by a few years, I would say, a little bit more towards like the way bikes have been going. It's a mullet setup. It's 150, 160, but that bike, in my opinion, is one of the best, if not the best, e-bike currently on the market. I mean, it's legit.
Is it 150, 160? The Levo 4?
I believe
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Dude,
it's
it
it would
feels
be it's the same as a stump jumper, I believe.
okay.
So
Yeah.
I I mean, I'm gonna double check myself
Yeah. I
because
would say look it up on there while I start yakking.
if if I'm wrong, then people are gonna be pissed.
Well, it's because it's got a Fox 38 on the front, which makes me think it's got more.
It's 160 38, dude.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not the tech guy. But dude, the bike feels bottomless. It pedals great. The motor's got that cool. It's got a couple cool features in the motor where like what I guess they call it overdrive. So when you're cranking on the e-bike in like turbo mode or in trail mode, like when you stop pedaling, the motor puts the output out for a half a second, whatever it is. But if you kick back on the pedal, like you just do that a little back step, it cuts the motor immediately, and you can really feel it like getting into a corner. What I think is cool because the shuttle being like a first gen e-bike, because mine was like a 2019, 2020. I would, if I was in the boost mode, turbo mode, what have you, I could really feel it. Like I couldn't get the bike kicked over in the corner because it's still putting out power out. Like if you're on a motorcycle, you're on power. Like you can't get that thing to turn in as soon as you cut power. It's gonna tip. So having that like overdrive delete was really, really cool. I really like that feature.
Yeah, that's
Um,
sweet. I don't have that on the SL, but that's cool. And then you also have the Class 3 mode on
yeah,
on the turbo, so it's a It's a damn near dirt bike for a bicycle. And to confirm, it is in fact 160, 150.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, it feels because the shuttle, that first gen shuttle was 140, 160. So just 10 mil shorter on the back. Definitely like the shuttle. And again, this is the first gen bike. I don't know if the new ones have gotten heavier, but I think my shuttle's 45 pounds, where the Levo is like what, 50, 52. Like I know it's a little heavier.
It's pretty beefy, but it as in its class, it is fairly competitive as far as weight goes, I believe.
I know it's good, but yeah.
The
I do.
The SL is the lightest half-powered e-bike in its class. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
So I know they care about weight. Let's see. You can keep rambling if you want, but it's 52 pounds for the Pro.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was, 52. Yeah, and so you can feel a little bit of that weight, but I think where geometry and just suspension kinematics and just where everything's come in the last, let's call it 6 years, it's catching up. Like it does feel like a lighter bike. I think e-bikes in general, like either my shuttle or this thing, like in the air, it's harder to get the bike as sideways as you want it to, compared to your acoustic, your analog, your classic pedal mountain bike. But I mean, for doing those long rides, like the other thing I was really noticed was how long the battery lasts in this thing. I think compared to the shuttle. So battery technology and power output, all that stuff, have come a long way, and I've been having a blast on the thing. I did put it into that class 3 mode, and we'll talk about Big Creek here in a minute, but came into that step up in class 3 mode, doing full mock chicken, bro, and I think I have the hang time record off of the step up, for sure. It went into orbit on that thing.
All right, so for anybody that thinks they go big on that step up, submit your clips, send them in the DM.
Yeah,
on Ridin The Line on Instagram at Ridin The Line, and we'll judge it. We'll see.
you gotta go past flat to up.
We'll see who else has gone to flat or sent it, and see if they'll beat Ross. And
yeah,
we'll see if anybody's gone.
I may do it one more time. It was
well, especially if somebody sends us a clip of them like tripling it or something.
I mean, you're gonna have to damn near land on the road. It was I went far. It was awesome, and the bike killed it. It was great.
Yeah, the bike is good on that team. They're really, I mean, that Levo is killer, dude. And there's a reason that everybody at Jared's place is now riding Levos. They're good.
It's a good bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not saying it's the best bike. We're not saying you need to go buy one. Like, we're not doing a sales pitch here.
They ain't cheap. I know that.
We're just saying the bike is real good.
The bike is good, but you throw a leg over anything today, it's not going to suck. And if it does suck, they're going out of business. Like that's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
People, this is a great segue to the price of bicycles, because dude, people use the Levo as their biggest bitch about pricing. I think if you want to get the S-Works, which obviously, guys, if you're complaining about an S-Works, like, just don't buy an S-Works. Like, if you're like, oh, bikes are 15 grand, like, you don't need an S-Works. Okay. So like, there's a reason it's that expensive. Or dude, oh my god, hold on, 20 grand, 20, dude, for the S-Works limited edition is $20,000.
What about just the S-Works, not the limited edition?
$15,399.
So $4,000 for the LE.
Yeah, if you want a Fox Podium fork that's upside down and a cool paint job for $4,000.
I mean, hey, just work real hard,
Dude. I mean, Josh has the S-Works, and he likes it, I guess, dude.
Hey, better.
I mean, Lord have mercy. But yeah, everybody complaining about price of bikes. I get it, dude, but you don't. Great, your Fox Performance suspension, great. Your middle of the road brakes, phenomenal. Aluminum wheels, that's okay, dude.
The Mavens, I've been digging the Maven brakes. Those have been working really well. And the other thing is it's got the transmission on it. So this is the first time I really rode a transmission. And dude, having the transmission's pretty it's pretty badass, man. I love hearing the
Oh, yeah. I've had I'm sure everybody knows because my rant on transmission that went
yeah.
unbelievably popular on social media. But I've had SRAM access and transmission products for the past 5 or 6 years. Yeah, since 2020. So yeah, 5 or 6 years at this point, and it's been great, dude. I love every bit of it, and I have the new GX transmission. I came from XO transmission, and
Mm.
it's real good.
Real good. Yeah, this one's got the GX on it, and it's funny because like I'm so used to cable, so I'm like reaching for that like bottom shifter lever, and like you know how like you shove it forward to like be able to run through like 3 gears, and then this one like every time I go to reach for it, I'm like, where is it? And then I finally find where the pad is, and so
Yeah.
I think that's the only other thing I need to really adjust is where the shifter buttons are, and just kind of move that a little closer to my thumb so that I like hit it, and then it just reminds me, oh yeah, you don't have to push through. You just tick, tick, tick.
Yep.
But yeah, for me the transmission works good, man. Takes a minute to get used to, but yeah, I enjoy it.
Sick. Mike is good. I'm glad you're loving it. And shout out to homie that we'll get into
Yeah, man.
at some point because he's killer. He's a big component of
Oh
making
yeah.
things happen right now.
Yes. Well, what's been up with you, dude? What's
Man,
good?
it's funny. I like went from just an open weekend to a slammed weekend, and yeah, I've been working. Had some business to attend to this weekend. Shot a wedding on Saturday. Got back into the videography stuff, and one of my good friends, she needed a second shooter out of the blue, and so did that up.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, up in Rome, and then on Sunday, yesterday, I had another photography shoot up your way that I actually was my sponsorship obligations for the Quick Six. So this was the raffle prize that somebody won. Was a photography session, and it was pretty cool, man. She was awesome. Her family was great. It was good to meet them. Um, so yeah, if she's listening, I shouted out the podcast to her. So I think they're gonna listen at some point. But yeah, so
Right on.
did that, and then went to a comedy show at the Roxy in the Battery, and got dinner with some family, and it was good, man. And no riding this weekend. A little bit of a bummer. I'm gonna try to fit something in this week because I tell myself since I worked all weekend, I can shove a ride in during the week now.
Right.
But yeah,
That
not much, man.
flexibility.
Yeah, exactly. And spent some day riding at Jared's. Just some lunch break ride, and dude, it's sick. I this is one thing I did want to talk about is like now transferring. I don't know if this happens to anybody. I know it's kind of a bike park thing, but now transferring into the winter, I've been riding. Like I put the clips back on my bike. I've been riding so much more tech than I have flow and jumps now. So like put the clips back on. I've been riding all of the local trails close to my house, the steep Gnar, all the rocks.
Yeah.
Uh, Dude, I've been loving it. Like rock slab trails, like super steep trails. Like we at Jared's, we go to the top and we'll ride local pro, all that stuff, man. And it's been so good to get back into it because I didn't realize like the time off I've had of riding super technical, rocky
Yeah.
trail. It's been so long. I usually just hop on and hit jumps and flow, and so it's been good to kind of change up your riding and keep your skills diverse. But yeah, man, been riding a good bit and trying to get back in shape too, man. I've been doing some working out recently, dude. Got my dumbbell workouts going, got my shoulder presses going.
Nice.
Trying to get ready for moto season and get strong on the dirt bike. So we've been moving and grooving, dude, and getting ready for Christmas. And I've got here in about 20 something days, I'm flying out to Los Angeles. So stoked on that.
A1.
Getting to visit everybody at Troy Lee Designs out there and see my cousin, and it's gonna be good. So
Heck
that's
yeah.
what's happening, dude. Things have been good.
Yeah.
We're
Dude,
working.
on that fitness note, I feel like the winter is a good time to ride tech because one, it's a little bit slower,
Oh yeah,
and
good point.
you're kind of getting more of that body movement. So you're building body heat at a slower pace, and that way you can kind of stay warm, um, instead of hauling ass and
Yeah,
just having all the wind cut through your clothing,
yeah. And on that
and not
same
put
note,
out as much energy. Yeah.
I think it's also like the days of the bike park now are so windy, dude. Like I think just with the winter comes the wind, and I mean every time I'm on top of that mountain, there's like 15, 20 mile an hour gusts sometimes, and I'm like I'm not riding 50-foot jumps to get blown off my bike. Like
Yeah, that's a good
so,
point.
yeah. So it just like kind of forces you into like you said though. I can put on my overalls, dude. Put on a hoodie and
Yep.
just go ride some tech and have fun. Uh, it's all good though. I mean, it's just bikes, dude.
Yeah,
But tech is
climbing is for the winter. That's gonna be my theory.
climbing
Going
is for the win.
uphill, slow speed,
Yeah. Well, on the
build
e-bike,
body heat.
just
E-bike.
put it in a
Yeah,
granny gear.
e-bike, have fun, go uphill.
Yeah, exactly. I've
On
been, dude. You've rode this trail. I'm not gonna say where it is, but I'll tell everybody the name of it, and people that know will know. But I've been loving a trail called Cream Pie lately.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, it's got blown off pretty recently, and dude, I've been putting down some heaters on that trail. I didn't know I was so good at riding rocks, but I've been ripping. And there's some new rock slab sections and stuff. We need to get you out here.
I need to get over and, yeah, check that out because I remember riding that, a while back,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I wanna
yeah.
go hit some of that stuff.
There's a video of you and me hitting the big drop on that trail, dude.
I remember.
It's really not hittable anymore. It's good, but
Needs work.
it's sketch. It needs some dirt for sure.
Um, on that note of staying in shape over the winter, fighting, all the seasonal depression, I pulled out the human torture machine, um, in the bedroom. I pulled out the trainer. I got on Zwift, still have an account. I rode this morning. Um, so yanked it out, and it was fun. I know you like to watch Supercross and stuff while you're on the trainer, whenever you're on it. I kind of nerd out on the Zwift stuff and want to see where I'm riding and do all the routes and stuff instead of just doing a workout. Um,
You actually enjoy it, like seriously?
I do.
Watch,
Huh?
you actually like enjoy watching the screen?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. And
Dude, and I don't know if it's the ADHD in me or my lack of ability to focus or like enjoy something, but I don't know what it is, but I cannot watch. I'm just like, dude, this is so lame. And like
yeah, and I mean, I get that too, but no, I kind of do. I'm like, all right, how long's this hill? Like, I like to read it like it's actual terrain, and I like to shift gears instead of going to ERG mode. Um, and
yeah, do
then I'll
you have like a true smart trainer where if you're going up a hill it gets yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yep.
I do too. That's nice.
And then because I have the Zwift on my Apple TV, so I can go to my Apple TV, like the music library. And so for right now, I put like my most played songs of 2025 on. And so I was just jamming to this playlist, like didn't know what was coming up next. So it was kind of cool. But yeah, I hopped on there, rode almost like it was, I think I rode for about 50 minutes. Did the coastal cruise line into or route into, I don't know, Mayan ruins or something like that. It was cool. It was fun. I had a good time. I was like, all right, cool. We'll put some silver on this rear tire on the road bike, and we'll knock some miles out on this thing. But I did enjoy it. And on that note, Zwift, they do have, if you go into the Zwift jersey, it's like the gray one with like the orange like rings around the end. Um, they do have a Christmas sweater that you can ride in. So I was like gonna get super nerdy about this thing. They also have like one of those big the mailman hats, like the blue like the USPS guys wear. Yeah, they have one of those in there. So I got like a whole blue kit with like the mailman hat and everything. So I'm looking total nerd out on some Swift today. So.
I don't think I've ever changed my clothes on Zwift. I need to look. I've been meaning to look at it because I'm sure you like earn clothes like
Yeah,
with achievements and stuff. That's cool. I need to look at mine and maybe you and I will start doing some group rides together. or
Dude,
something.
I will absolutely do it. Yeah, I had fun on it today. And I'm just taking it easy and just working up the power.
That's like if I do like a lunch, like I did one actually right before our Justin Martin podcast. I was on the trainer, and I just did it. Like I told myself, I just need to like get the body moving. Like I don't. I think every day you don't need to do anything crazy every single day, but I think you should at least
Just
do
do it.
of mobility. Like I think it's super important for sleep and for your brain. So I usually rotate. Like I'll do if I don't ride outside, I'll do the trainer, and then the following day I'll do some strength exercise, and then go back to
Yeah.
riding cardio the next day, whether it's trainer or outside. Just trying to stay active, trying to be better about it. And I eat like total shit, so trying to stay above that as well.
We just got to Leah and I just got to the grocery store, man, and we got some good food. Yeah, so we're working on that one too. I have a tendency to like carbs, but I've been doing good, not eating that. My mom's like a health nut, so I've been working so much up at like Big Canoe that like she just like
All right, quick break. Huge shout out to the sponsors that keep this podcast rolling. First up, we have CTS Media. If your business needs better content, a fresh website, or full service digital marketing, CTS Media has you covered. Photography, videography, social media management, social media creation, Google Ads, Meta Ads, everything your business needs to look legit online, because let's face it, if you're not doing these things, you're falling behind to your competitors in today's world. Check it out at ctsmedia.org, link in description below. Next up, we have Shred It, You're On. They solve the classic problem every rider has. Your action cam blocks your jersey. Their jerseys keep your kit visible on camera and look sick doing it. Grab one at shredityourOn.com. Finally, we have Gutter Getters, your go-to for home maintenance. Whether it's gutter cleaning, roof care, pressure washing, small repairs, deck repairs, they handle it all. Hit the link or give them a call below. All right. Thank you guys. Back to the podcast.
whatever she's got, she just feeds me. So I'm like, this is doing good. Yeah, working on
Yeah,
that.
definitely helps out eating right. I say I eat like crap. I almost rarely eat out. So we do eat fairly healthy indoors, but I could spice up the veggies and go easier on the cheese and stuff.
It's when you're outdoors that you eat poorly.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Outdoors in the woods.
You got it. You got anything off the top of your head? I got some stuff I can jump into, but
No, no, jump into some stuff. I do, but let's keep trucking on your stuff.
okay. The other thing that I got to do on Saturday was awesome. I did kind of mentioned it, hit on it a little bit. Went over to Big Creek on Saturday. Saturday was like I don't know what 60 degrees out. It was absolutely gorgeous. And so I came back from up at Big Canoe and went down to Big Creek and was like, hey, let's just see who's going to be out there. I had to pick up my shuttle from Sean at Fresh anyway. So I was like, I'm gonna go ride for a couple hours and then go pick up the bike. I will segue to say I did pick up the bike. Thanks, Sean, for storing it for me as long as you did. Really appreciate that. But I got hooked up with a dude named Larry. He does like a lot of carbon fiber work for like American Le Mans teams and Le Mans teams, a lot of race car stuff, motorsports carbon. And actually, Josh Schaefer from the Narumi podcast gave me his number. I think he was in there talking to Sean at Fresh, and the thing came up. And so he sent me Larry's info, and I hit him up. And he said, yeah, bring it up here. Let me take a look at it. And, we'll see what we can do. So I dropped the bike off with him on Sunday. And he's like, I think I can do it. I was like, amazing. So I think somewhere in mid-January, he's about to head out of town or out of the US for a few weeks and stuff like that. I think right after Christmas. So he's like mid-January, he's like, reach out to me, hit me up just to make sure that, we're on the same page and I'm working on it. So, fingers crossed. We'll get that sucker back looking good. So good news, good advancements there. Um, But when I did get down and rode Big Creek, we had a crew there, dude. Everybody was out on Saturday. Armin Pascal, Brandon Gummany, or Gumby as he is called, Byron, and there was one other dude, older guy there, but he absolutely ripped. He was on a orange like Ibis Ripmo, and we all got together, dude. We were sessioning Hollywood. I had never hit the sweet one. Yeah, up until now, I just never like got it, had like a whole lot of ambition to do it. And then Armin was out there and I was like, "You hit it, man?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." And I was like, "All right, tow me in. Let's freaking take this thing off. Let's do it." And so he actually posted the video on Instagram. I'll probably send the video over to you. But yeah, dude, we did some laps on Hollywood, had a freaking great time. That line's running pretty dang good. The lower part's a little chewed out after the sweet one, after the wall there. But maybe get out and do some slap some shovel and do some work one of these days over the holidays. And then while we were riding, I did get out and I blew off. I grabbed the blower. I had it with me. Um, I did blow off the like original OG cinder line off a lunch line, and a couple of the other lunch line spurs that go down to the bottom, kind of like starting at the slalom trail all the way down. So we blew off a bunch of that, and then I blew off Typhoon too. So Typhoon's running really good. Um,
Man of
and
the
then we
people,
did
dude,
that.
man of the people, doing God's work.
Dude, doing, it's funny. Actually, Brandon, he was like, "Dude, you got into dad mode. Once you start, you can't stop, dude. It's like Pringles." Um, and so, yeah, we got blowing the trails off, and I was like, "I'm on it, and we're moving some leaves." And it was, dude, the OG Cinder, that one down at the bottom. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, oh yeah,
So they put carpet on the lander. Um, and I found out you can clear the carpet. Next challenge laid down. Let's see, somebody gets a video of them clearing the carpet, and then we'll talk. I was talking to
dude,
Stuart actually about incorporating that into the quick six as like a distance
dude, that
huck.
would be sick.
Yeah,
On the day before the quick six, like the same day as whip off, you could have
yeah,
a hook fest, if
yeah.
you will.
So you can break yourself off before you race.
Yeah, exactly. I was quiet when you said that because I was trying to make a joke about that Specialized that someone's borrowing you and you hucking it down like 40-foot hill, but I couldn't think of it. So
No, dude, that one's got a smooth lander. There's no huck to up there. That thing is all down,
just,
and
yeah,
and I will
smooth.
say the Levo just it ate it right up, man. It knocked it out.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
so
That's like I haven't
big
been to Big Creek in a while, a long
dude.
time. I was telling you probably over a year.
Stuff has been running really, really good. I think we really this is something that we need to do for the people. Over maybe the Christmas holiday, I think it would be killer to get a day to go over there, bring the cameras out, and like just do some photo on a couple sections. We'll have to like just do a post on Insta, to let everybody know when we want
That
to
would
do
be
it. But I
sick.
really think we should do a photo day out there over the holiday. Just to for everybody that's listening, for them to get out there, and just hang out, man. Maybe even bring a little grill, do some hot dog, hamburger, whatever. I think it'd be silly fun.
Yeah, that'd
But
be cool to
do
have
some
a
photo
poster.
stuff for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be cool. I don't get to shoot mountain bikes enough. Anytime I have the opportunity or talk myself into it because usually I would rather ride my bike than shoot
Yeah,
photos.
yeah.
It's more of talking myself into taking out the camera and just being like, all right, for a second here, I'm going to take photos instead of ride.
Well, dude, if we both bring the cameras, then you can ride while I'm shooting, and I can ride while
Hey,
you're shooting, and then
oh,
yeah, we
yeah.
can yeah we can flip flop.
Yeah, we need to do that. I also want to get more into the video side for film some cool videos for mountain bikes. That's something that's on my list for sure. I know I want to get something of Mr. Ryan McGarry done and his big old whips because I know
Yeah,
he was a sick rider to do an edit with.
yeah,
But yeah, I definitely want to do more of the photo stuff, and then incorporating the podcast and doing a Ridin the Line day or doing a Ridin the Line get together or whatever you want to call it at Big Creek would be super rad. Um, and it would also get me out there. So I'm 100% down to do that for sure.
yeah. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, for anybody that hasn't been to Big Creek, is few and far between because I know most people have been. It's really killer. I mean, it's not much elevation. If it's in the middle of Roswell, essentially it's just like this patch of woods in the middle of a city, a super dense area, and they use the elevation so well, dude. It's like it's only, what did you say? It's probably only 200 or 300 feet.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not
I
much at
may have
all, but it's
seen like
so fun.
197, like
Yeah,
right
I
at
believe it.
200 foot. Yeah.
I don't think it's much. It feels. I mean, they use it so well. It's been there for years. It's been there for a super long time.
There's a awesome beginner, like there's some dirt jumps at the top. They're mostly tables, but there's like a very easy beginner line that like any kid on a Strider can ride. And then they've got like I think it's a, let's see, one, two, it's like a 4-pack of tables that are good solid size, 15 foot, 20 foot,
Yeah,
somewhere in there. That you can really kind of progress on and is also super fun, and you can just session that over and over. And then there's probably, I don't know, like 8 to 10 good solid downhill lines.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah. There's some good stuff, and it's a cool place. We have it really good. Especially if you're listening and you haven't been to the Southeast or like specifically North Georgia, we've got a lot more routes. You just got to know where to go for sure. Um, I'm gonna transfer into a RTL rant that is hopefully won't ruffle some feathers, but if it does, that's okay, dude.
Let's ruffle.
That's okay. I want to talk about people, dude.
Yeah.
I want to talk about ignorant people that are unbelievably, they feel entitled. They feel like they're better than everybody. Specifically, they show up to, let's say, I don't know, a bike park, and they don't want to do what everybody else is doing. And this is my rant isn't necessarily about the bike park. I want to make that clear. But this situation brings up an entire a bigger rant of mine. So when people are waiting, and this has nothing to do with me being there or working there. This is me riding at a bike park, right? When there's a line of people and we're all standing there in line to load our bikes onto a trailer very patiently. There's probably 20, 30 people sitting there waiting, right?
Yeah.
So, as a normal person, if you've never done this before, you take a look around. You're like, all right, you use your instincts, you use your skills that you learned in kindergarten to take context clues to understand that everybody's waiting patiently, and they're doing that for a reason, so they can load the trailer properly and we can be on our way, right? So I'm sitting there standing, waiting to load my bike, right? And I don't know how many times it's told, but you load a trailer front to back. It's very obvious if you just watch people do it. You don't skip any spots. Very obvious if you just are existing. And there's also a bungee that goes on your bike. This is universal if you go to a bike park. It
Goes
doesn't
around the
matter if
rear
you're
tire, the back wheel. Yep.
exactly. This is universal. If you go to Rock Creek, if you go to Wildside, if you go to Jared's, if you go to Windrock, this is how you load a bike park trailer. There is people that will, even though they're seeing what's happening, they're looking around, they're using their context clues. They will walk around folks and put their bike dead center of the trailer. And that's not how it works. And then on top of that, they when a fellow, not even an employee, when a fellow rider is just like, hey man, we gotta load it front to back. These people that I'm bitching about will go, oh, I've never heard of that before. Or they'll say, no, I'm good. Or they'll say, either way, they're just being a jerk. And they can't just be a normal person and say, oh yeah, all good, man. Nobody realizes that we're all here to ride mountain bikes, and if we just do things the way that you should as a society, like clearly, you should be doing it this way, we could be on our way faster. They want to bring their ego, like we had talked about on the Harrison podcast, and think they're better than everybody else. And these people piss me off, dude. These people really irritate me because I don't know how they go through life. I don't know how a 40, 50-year-old grown man can look at 20 people waiting patiently and not understand why they're sitting there waiting. Blows my mind, dude. It blows my mind that you are still functioning in society, that you have a job possibly, that you got married. That blows my mind that someone was able to understand uh, you enough to marry you when you can't understand basic human functions of functioning in society. Um, so I just don't get it. I it blows my mind, dude. I don't know why people can't put their ego aside and do things properly and just hang out and understand we're just all riding bikes, dude. And this again, specific is not specifically about Jared's because this happens at every bike park I go to.
Yeah.
This is a universal problem that I have seen that translate to people in society. It blows my mind why we can't just be normal. I don't get it, dude. I don't. So there's
Was this
my
so? Couple questions. Questiones. Was this person like a bike park noob, like brand new
I've
to shuttling?
I have seen both. No,
So no, okay,
the people I am bitching about have $10,000 bikes.
and have had many laps at many bike parks, probably.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
yeah, I got you. I got you.
These are the same people that are in full blown kits. They look like they're about to race a
But
pro
they've been around the
GRD.
bike park before.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
These are the people I'm complaining about that are
Yes.
entitled. Is
Yes.
and Yeah, man, it's ridiculous. There's no room for that in any sport of ours. And I
Yeah.
just wish I'm asking everybody to please calm down and
You
just
know
do
another
things.
place where I see this?
Do
Walmart.
what?
I said
Wa-
another place that I see this? Walmart.
Walmart and what way at the self checkout? Yeah, they just hop in. They just hop in there, dude.
Or not even like self checkout. Like if you're like put your stuff on the conveyor belt and there's like, I don't know, like a quarter of a foot, like
Oh,
I
they
don't know,
just shove it on there.
there's 6, 7 inches, 6, 7, 8, 9. Um that they have a buggy, they're not holding stuff, and they decide to go ahead and start stacking like and move your I'm like,
Yeah, like how
just
did you
just wait. Just have the
genuinely
patience,
how
man.
did you get how did you get in to the age that you're at?
Yeah, where you feel
How is
like
that
you can
possible?
move other people's things. I don't know, man. It's just or the biggest thing, like, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, "Just ask, sir."
Yeah, communication's key. Yep,
Communication is key.
communication is key.
Just
So
ask, man.
that's yeah, it's super annoying.
Yeah, I
I
feel you. I have, there has been times when I have said things about said activities. Um, Sometimes I don't.
yeah,
Um And it's funny because I think I've been inquisitive enough when I was like learning how to bike park, to ask,
yeah,
be like,
yeah.
hey, is there a specific way we do this? And I've
People
definitely
don't do
like
that.
messed up a couple times for sure. And like people corrected me. I was like, oh, cool, thanks. Like that makes total sense. I get it. Um, but yeah, when you just don't.
And also, like, I will say this from my part-time work that I do spend at Jared's. There's people that don't. It's not like these bike parks are trying to be a pain in the ass. It's genuinely. I told people the other day. I said, if you could please do the way I explained it, that would be great. Otherwise, I guarantee it's a guarantee your bike will fall off this trailer. I promise you, your bike
Right.
will
We're
fall
trying
off
to
this
help
trailer.
you.
Like I would put $100 if you don't do what I say. It should be done. Your bike will fall off and get damaged. So we're trying to help you here. You know, this is a luxury that we're providing a service for the bike park that can use the trailer. You know, it costs money. I understand. So it's not free. Like I'm not saying that. Um, but just do it properly. That's all. And your bike
Yeah,
won't get
and
damaged.
well, when you put a bike on like kind of out of order, like also like bars and cables are gonna get hooked on each other, and like it's going up the hill. The bikes are gonna bounce all the way up the hill. Like, do you want your brakes to be like pulled and stretched because somebody had to work around your bars to yank your cable out? Like,
Yeah. No,
kind of
exactly.
there's reason behind this stuff.
There
Um,
is.
Speaking of bike parks in Jared's place, I just delivered uh a small run of shredded jerseys last week. over to Jared's, and they are Jared's Place branded. They got the dope skull logo on the jersey. And so they should be available in the shop. So if you're looking to support some Jared's Place and support some Shred It as well, we should have those in there. We wanted to get them in before Christmas. So if you go ride, check them out. Got your chest mount integration on them, and they look absolutely wicked. I'm super stoked on them. So side plug, carry on.
Yeah, I haven't seen them. I'm stoked to see them. They're gonna be dope, dude. I'm sure.
Well, tell Josh to get those things up if, if they're not in
Oh
there.
no, I haven't been there since you.
Ah,
Since
okay.
you. Yeah, that's why. I mean, it is possible that they aren't up, but I would assume they are by now. So yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, super stoked on those.
God, this podcast is just gonna be me complaining about everything. I have a short one, a very short rant.
It's a rant times 2.
It's a rant times 2, and that's just the price of things I want to complain about. Just a very general rant that everybody can probably agree with. Doing anything costs a lot of money now, as we know. But genuinely going out of the house is at least $150 now. I've come to realize. And
It's
people
like
always
leaving
make
your front door.
yeah, just like moving. And it's so funny because I heard this joke the other day. I was like, oh, it costs $100 to get out of your house. It's like, haha. Nope. I thought about it last week, and then guess what? I leave the house. Oh my gosh, I'm out of gas. Okay, that's $60 to 60, $70 to fill my van up. All right. Next thing you know, you got to get lunch. Okay. Now at Chick-fil-A, it costs $30 for 2 meals. Okay, there's your $100. That's
How many
that simple.
nuggets is that?
Dude, and the nuggets, they're getting
getting
smaller. They're getting smaller, dude.
I got
That
this
should be
little
my
tiny
rant.
chicken wing of a nugget, dude. Oh man, I was pissed about that nugget.
What happened to the chicken? I didn't know we had a chicken shortage, dude. And the fillets, don't even get me started on these fillets, brother. I mean, dude, they're about, I mean, the freaking bun is twice as big as the fillets now. All right, that's it, man. Everything else is positive. Everything else is going well in my life except for the chicken shortage that we're having. Do you have any rants, dude?
Oh man, that's so good. I just ran about traffic in Atlanta, dude, just to get anywhere.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lord, dude. We've talked about this. It's crazy. I've actually been doing a really good job of getting like being like off hours. Yeah, we've done a really good job at that. Went and looked at those 2 properties up in Canton, actually, like Canton and Ball Ground. Oh my God, kind of dope. I'm not gonna pull the trigger anytime soon, but like definitely like the mental process has like been started. So like,
Dude, that process is
yeah.
it's so like so sick in the beginning too, of like looking for a house, and you get to like just go look at properties and like make a day of it and stuff. It's so fun. And then you put an offer in, and then you get all sad because usually
Get denied.
the house sells out somehow to somebody else.
Well,
Like
yeah, but
4
dude,
times
there's
before you're able to buy one.
one of the properties we looked at, it's up there toward Ball Ground. Man, you come off one of the main highways and it is just this storybook, like little curvy country road, 2-lane. It's got like fences, like white and black, and like split rail fences, and there's like horses in pastures. And I'm just driving through. I'm like, oh, like this is dope. There's like an old rusted tractor, like picturesquely sitting in a field. Like it was placed there. It's gorgeous. And then like
That's
I see the property on the left, and I was like, oh, like it does have 2 acres. Like the land goes back, and I was like, there can be
that
jumps and things there. Yeah, I was really excited looking at it. It's got a lot of positive, but yeah, just being in the setting and like realizing we could be living out here. It's convenient for work. I think Leah's commute would be about the same within like 10 minutes, but for me to get to like a lot of places and have that Woodstock Canton area to kind of work in, and then add that on to Big Canoe, like yeah, that was for me, that was like a really big positive mental thing. I was like, well, okay, like the search continues. Let's see what we
this
can
is
do here.
that would be so good for you guys. I mean
For all
that
of us, man.
yeah, that 575 corridor is amazing. Like
Awesome.
absolutely amazing. And it's so accessible too. The only thing that sucks about 575 is that it's 2 lanes, and when you get
Yeah,
like Woodstock,
traffic
Holly
hours.
Springs, it's so bad. They like that highway could be as big as 75 and it would get used. Like seriously, it would get
Oh
used as a
yeah,
4 lane.
absolutely.
It's getting really bad. I've noticed that.
What was funny was not funny, but ironic, I suppose, was I had finished a job in Marietta and I was driving up north and I got to like the outlets right there, right by Rope Mill. And so like I looked at the maps and it just like turned into a red line. So there was a crash that was up on like maybe Six's Road or like the exit before it. And I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. And I was like, man, I'm on the way to do work. And it just like, it went to like 30, 40 minutes of traffic. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get off at the outlets. And I just like mapped out where the two properties were. So I like got off and, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to go around this thing. And like everything is 2-lane country road. So it took forever to get to the properties too. And I was like, oh man, if you have one wreck on 575, just like you were
Yeah,
saying,
you're screwed.
like even like the trying to branch around it, nope, everything is just gridlocked, man. It was wild. um
On that same realm though of me
yeah.
driving to it yesterday, I do not envy you. It's getting bad. It's getting
Oh,
really
it's
bad.
and
Like
it's everywhere.
even when I go to LA, because LA is supposed to be really bad, it's
Mm.
not Atlanta. Like genuinely, every time I've been to California and flew into LAX, I've never experienced what Atlanta has to offer for traffic. Like it's bad. So
Yeah,
and you know what the problem is? Floridians. Tell me I'm wrong. How
there was a
many
lot of
Florida?
Florida plates.
Tell
Yes,
me
I did
how
see a
many.
lot.
Tell me how many Florida tags do you see
A lot.
on the interstate?
They're
So
coming up for Christmas, man.
guess what, guys? If you live in Florida, stay down there because you're causing a ruckus.
Unless you
That's
have a mountain
my
bike or a
third
dirt
rank.
bike on the back of your car.
Yeah, if you want to come ride,
That's
okay,
cool.
but leave your boogie boards and everything in Florida. All
That's
right.
good. That's good stuff. Yeah,
We
I
don't
did
want to
see a
see your
lot of
salt.
Florida tags, dude, for
Yeah,
sure.
so many salt life stickers, dude. So many.
Oh, there you go. All right.
uh, Funny.
So next topic I've got is this is total nerd alert. And I think I might have to take the plunge. But all right, so we talked about the seasonal depression, we talked about friends, we've talked about like staying and being able to do stuff. I want to know your opinion and other people's opinion on whether or not this should happen. So it's a hobby. Hobbytown, USA hobby, right? So 128 scale radio control cars.
Dude,
All right.
I keep
Uh-huh.
going. I
Uh-huh.
got
So I don't know if you've seen like the 110 scale, like RC Drift. All right, dude. RC Drift, it's a money pit, right? But you can get started for pretty cheap. And the 128 scale, Kyosho makes it's what's called a mini Z. 128 scale, awesome little car. You can they even have like it's like these foam tile tracks. The foam tile tracks I think are a little excessive in price. Like you're talking like $400 for like a freaking NASCAR circle. But I've figured out a couple things that I can use making walls and apex curbs and stuff like that. But I'd like to be able to have a maybe 8x15 little drift track. I might actually polish the concrete in this garage. And I looked at concrete polishing prices. It's not that bad. But be able to have this indoor space where we could do like a weekly or monthly might work, um, little RC race, uh, indoors. You can do it at night. Be able to drink a beer or two with the boys. Everybody brings their $200 RC car over. That's what's cool about the mini Z's is they're like $180 for like a full setup. Dude, tires for this thing is like $7. Yep. And you can on the same surface, you can both drift and race. If you put slicks on them, you can race. If you put the drift tires on them, you can drift. you can keep it cheap and be able to like, you know, have the friends over and do like a get together. Keep it fun in the cold. What are your thoughts?
So this is unbelievably ironic because
Yes.
this is unbelievably ironic because on Friday I was literally riding Dongfeng, and Ryan and I brought up the topic of RC cars. I was like, dude, like I've always watched on so it's again super nerdy. Mine's a little bit more redneck than yours, but I always watch the rock crawling RC cars, like the
Uh-huh.
130, 128
Uh-huh.
scale rock crawlers. And I'm
Yep.
like, dude, I want to build like in my backyard just a little like rock crawling course
Uh-huh.
and get me like a Ford Bronco and like have like the extra wheels, have like the extra tires and like dude, I used to watch that all the time. I know it's super
Yep.
nerdy, but it would be so fun just for like on like on crappy days, like just go out there and like work on your course and then just wheel with the boys out there and like same thing, like the drift cars would be so fun. So
Dude,
yeah, I mean
it's a step up from video games to me. You know what I'm
it
saying?
is.
Like,
Yes.
I don't wanna sit there and stare at a screen. I still wanna be active and do stuff, and, like, when I make a mistake, I'd love to see some calamity.
Right.
Always good. Uh But yeah, I think it'd be something that and it also really, really does, like, we have work on your, like, reaction time and stuff like that.
Yes.
So, like, you're keeping hand-eye coordination and stuff like that in the picture. And what I like about the racing with the Mini Zs is it is so fast on these little tracks. Like,
Yeah.
it is so quick. So you gotta keep up that, that mental timing. And I
Yeah.
think it's like reaction times and stuff like that. Um, that's my thought. I'm down to possibly get into the rock crawling. If you want to be possibly down to get into the race, because the racing and the sliding, I think it could be. We could just start out with racing before we even get to drifting, and like just work on being able to get the thing around the track.
Driving it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, yeah. I think it's an investment that needs to be made.
this is awesome. All right, cool. Yeah,
I
we
think
went to Hoppy Town.
unbelievably it's unbelievably ironic that I also just thought about this.
Yeah, I went to Hobbytown, when I went to drop the bike off, because it was up in Buford where I was dropping the bike off for Carbon, and, Leah came up, and we walked into this Hobbytown, and I was like they had, like, the little, mini Z track out there, and there were a couple guys were driving cars around it, and they had 1 mini Z left, and it had the McLaren, like, P1 body on it. I was like, "That's the one I want." Um, I was sitting there, it took every fiber of being that I had to not walk out of there with 2 sets of tires and a brand new Mini Z, dude. It was so difficult. But I did. I was like, "All right, I gotta first, we got more important things at the moment, and I gotta find out if I can get a crew to do this, so I don't wanna just be solo racing my car around." Um, but yeah,
Oh, dude.
I think this could be fun.
Yeah. I'm looking at them right now. Oh
Uh-huh.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're expensive. I mean,
What are you looking at the Kyosho Mini Z, or which one are you looking at?
yeah, the Kyosho. I mean, there's a Porsche 911 for a 189. Not bad.
Yeah, they're like under $200.
Yeah,
But that's
get
like
your stuff.
remote. The only thing with those ready to run kits, the only thing you gotta buy is like and they run off of 4 AAA batteries. Um,
Oh,
yeah, and you just get rechargeable AAAs, and, like, so you're not, like, making a huge battery investment, either with them. So you get, like, 8 812 AAAs, and, like, you have, I just was nerding out watching videos on, like, the specific charger you use for them. It's not a big investment for the like, $30 on the batteries, and that's it, that's all you need. It comes with
yeah, it's not.
the receiver, the transmitter, all that good stuff. You can get they have, like, the transponder, the little timing chip, so, like,
Yeah,
they actually have, like, a timing system that's legit that you can run the software and get your lap time so you can run, like, practice qualifying and, like, a race setup. Like, that would be so fun to do over, like, an evening.
yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah, that and the rock crawling. I'm like,
And
I
rock
mean,
crawling.
I always watch the videos. So like, people will film the rock crawling like next to and it looks so real. It looks so real. They take it so seriously. I will say it is kind of funny how serious they take it, but
Oh yeah.
that may be me soon, so I need to ease up.
All right, man. Yeah, this has been good, man. I'm big sigh of relief that like you weren't like you nerd.
You freaking nerd. Are you kidding me? That's
Oh
lame.
yeah.
No. Well, I'm not that big into video games. I got hooked on a game that I'm sure a lot of our viewers are familiar with called MX Bikes. It's essentially a motocross simulator. So very hard to learn, like unbelievably hard to learn. But once you get it, I mean, it takes you literally between 50 and 100 hours to really like be fast around a track in that game.
Okay.
So I played that a whole lot. Unfortunately, it stopped working on my Mac because it's made for Windows. I've got to figure that out. But
Yeah.
I've also been spending a lot of time. I say a lot of time, 30 minutes a day, uh, playing Farming Simulator. And I know it's a little nerdy, but dude, I've got a heck of a logging operation going right now in Farming
Oh yeah.
Simulator. I've got a few excavators. I've got some skid steers. Uh, I'm clearing a piece of land right now for a house. Things are going well, man. Things are really going well in the logging operation.
I'm gonna
That's all
leave
I got.
that one to you.
I'm sure, dude. I'm sure there's gonna be some people that are like, dude, Farming Simulator. I know it's not just me because my brother plays the crap out of it. My buddy texted me the other day about it. So people like Farming Sim, dude.
Dude,
It's
that's too
cooler than
funny.
you
Yeah,
think.
I
It's
know
cooler than
some
you think.
people that have played for sure.
Yeah, it's funny though. But I'm not big into video games. But when it comes to excavators and dirt bikes, I'll play every now and again.
Yeah, I've got MX Burst ATV off road or whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
I don't play it
Oh
a whole
yeah.
lot, but yeah, it is kind of tough. It's not a full sim like the motocross one, but there are motocross tracks, and it takes a minute to get a hold of. But I've
Yeah.
been putting a little bit of hours in Gran Turismo 7. Um,
Oh yeah.
so
I know you're a Forza
yeah,
guy.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
the getting on there and being able to race worldwide globally is super fun. Um, And then I've got like I need to update it, but I've got the MotoGP. That MotoGP game is tough, dude. Um,
Yeah. Played
Similar to
Ride.
probably
You played Ride. It's like
yeah. I don't like Ride
yeah.
as much. It doesn't seem as
I, I don't either. I got the demo for it. Man, that's about all I've done.
yeah.
It's okay.
MotoGP I like a lot better. Like the bikes have a lot more grip. It's easier to wrap your head around it, and then you can have more fun actually racing it. In my opinion. But yeah. Well,
Would agree.
cool, dude. That makes me excited.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna be looking into it and trying not to spend money.
Yeah, because the rock crawlers, like, some of them you can get into, like, under $100, I think, for
Yeah, I
a
was actually just looking at a
halfway.
Ford Bronco that matches our Ford Bronco to the T, and it's
Yeah.
$100. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
maybe on my list.
Yeah,
It'd be
I could see $100 for a crawler. I don't know if I'd spend way much more because you're gonna upgrade it anyway. Um,
yeah, definitely gonna get like all. That's the one thing is like I want to make sure it's something that I can upgrade and like buy parts for and stuff. I don't want just like a set in stone like crawler.
and there's
I
a,
want to be
hobby town in Kennesaw where you can go get stuff.
there is, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to that one. Yeah, just walking around like if you're in the area. It's always fun to like just something to do if you ain't got much going on in the day and you're passing it. It's like might as well
Yep,
just go walk around, see what's going on, see what the
yep.
nerds are up to.
Yeah. Dude, awesome. We filled some time today, dude. We
We
did
killed it.
okay.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
good.
I'm
Got a
surprised.
little
We ran through it.
episode number 9 coming out to everybody. And I did want to ask everybody. I'm gonna put a poll up on Instagram that I'm gonna try to post pretty regularly. And what guest do you guys think we should have on the podcast? As my dog is squeaking his toy in the background. But yeah, I'm gonna ask like what everybody else. Dog, hey, yo, quit. I want to know what guests people want to hear, dude. So like, I'm gonna run a poll. This is amazing. This is great.
Let's have your dog
This is
on.
good. This is good TV right here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Whatever. So I'm gonna run a poll. I've said this 5 times now, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
this was good. Good TV. And see what everybody else wants to hear and see what guest people want
Are you
on.
gonna
So
throw like guest options on there?
no.
No.
I don't think so. I think I want to hear some freestyles. I want to hear some freestyles. Because you and I have a lot in our back pocket that I think is going to come out in the future, and so I don't want to throw those up. I want everybody to give us their own, and then maybe we'll get some connections out of it too, of some cool people. So
Yeah.
look for the poll again. If you don't follow us on Instagram, please do follow us on Instagram. But the biggest thing that we need right now is a YouTube subscribe. If you're listening to the audio of the podcast, that's amazing. We really appreciate it. But we work really hard about getting these videos out. So
Yeah.
highly recommend if you're working or something, put the video up in the background. That way you can see our reactions and stuff and our funny looking faces. It's a little bit better. I listen to a lot of podcasts, which is half the reason I enjoy doing this. But I like to listen and watch the podcasts because there's a lot of it kind of changes the way you perceive what you're listening to. So highly
For
recommend if you're
better or for worse.
yeah,
It
exactly.
changes it.
It does. If you're listening to it, I would recommend trying out the video so you can look at us and just see our facial expressions and stuff. It definitely changes it, and it's cool. But subscribe to the YouTube if you don't already, and even if you don't watch it, we appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. The subscribes help. Last thing for me is it'll be done by the time this podcast comes out. Shreddityouron.com. We're going to do 20% now through the end of Christmas. I said I was going to do it last time and I didn't do it. I'm doing it now. So heck with Black Friday, buy stuff now. 20% off. Boom.
Dang, that's a deal. That's a
damn
deal.
right. Yeah.
That's good. 20% off. You heard it.
Yeah, we're
first.
going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and run it through
Yep.
the end of the year. Why not?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Little Black Friday.
Yeah. That's what it is. I want to wish all our listeners a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Chris Mahana, Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you guys celebrate, or nothing at all, whatever it is. We just want to just give a shout out, spread the good holiday vibes to everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. And again, just like Cason said, thank you guys for listening. We were looking at some numbers earlier before the show, and we're just seeing a nice steady trend upwards. So. We can't ask for a whole lot more than that. We've been having a blast doing it. And yeah, that's that. No more on that. So you got anything to end on, brother?
Thanks for listening to Ridin The Line, baby. And thank you for supporting the sponsor, man. And thank you guys for enduring the few commercials we've added. We appreciate it. And yeah, that helps and goes a long way because we are doing this just for fun. So we appreciate everybody. All right.
And mental health.
Peace.
Happy Mental Health Month or whatever it is.
Yeah. Go ride your bike, man.
Go ride your bike.
Get outside. Go ride dirt bikes. Go ride street bikes. Go do something fun. Yeah, man. Take time out of your life to chill. Peace. Huge shout out to the sponsors that keep this podcast rolling. First up, we have CTS Media. If your business needs better content, a fresh website, or full service digital marketing, CTS Media has you covered. Photography, videography, social media management, social media creation, Google Ads, Meta Ads, everything your business needs to look legit online, because let's face it, if you're not doing these things, you're falling behind to your competitors in today's world. Check it out at ctsmedia.org, link in description below. Next up, we have Shred It, You're On. They solve the classic problem every rider has. Your action cam blocks your jersey. Their jerseys keep your kit visible on camera and look sick doing it. Grab one at shreddityouron.com. Finally, we have Gutter Getters, your go-to for home maintenance. Whether it's gutter cleaning, roof care, pressure washing, small repairs, deck repairs, they handle it all. Hit the link or give them a call below.